Welcome to Dialogues that Drive Innovation with Michael A. DADA.
Hello. Can we meet you, please?
Right. So basically, more than 20 or around 30 years, I would say, I was dealing with intercultural communication and business behavior, which is my main topic. Like consulting, training, and teaching. Of course, it is showing how old I am. But anyhow, however, my major was related just to communication. It was from Westminster University in Britain, and my PhD in management. So basically, thanks to that, I understand communication issues of business people quite well. And during my life, I was guest lecturing and training all over the globe. The longest time in the Netherlands, France, Hungary, also in Finland, very long time, in Estonia, where I basically, had guest lecturing in a number of universities. And at the moment, yes, I train in Switzerland, so basically very international environment, and everything is related to this topic.
Thank you. Now, the second question is, from your own experience, what are the important things for African professionals and executives to know when they want to do business in Europe and with the Europeans?
Right. So first of all, I would mention that I had a lot of experiences with, for example, African MBA students and business people, and I would mention that they are very intelligent and they perfectly understand that actually Europe is an extremely diverse business environment with very different types of communication flow. However, understanding of that is not enough. And of course, they need tools, proper, effective tools to deal with this diversity, to plan communication in advance, to be able to particularly communicate for this target group they are approaching for their business goals.
Interesting. Now that leads to the third question. From your own experience, what are your what approach or approaches do you use in assisting African professionals and executives and others as well to achieve their business goals?
Right. So I would say there are a lot of classical theories. As an academician, of course, I can very precisely present them, but nowadays the reality is slightly different. It's a very diverse world, not in terms that cultures are different, but the experiences of people are very different nowadays. People live in different cultures like yourself or myself. I lived in a number of European or non-European environments. People have influences from very different flows and cultures, so we cannot anymore be rigid and very precise about, categorizing what communication is. So in my opinion, I invented quite an interesting tool and techniques and actually approaches, as you say, to deal with this diversity. I would compare it a little bit to cooking. Majority of people love eating, like myself. Very, very few people maybe you like cooking and know how to do it. Why I mentioned that? The same as you use very different ingredients for cooking. And you make very different dishes. Result is very different despite communication, or we are talking cooking now, like for comparison, is containing, like details, little spices, ingredients, stuff like that. So we combine them for special result. The same in communication. We have, and that is my approach, communication ingredients or details which you combine in a proper way for a particular group to be properly understood. I would say spontaneous communication, and it used to be, is bringing you unexpected, very probably strange results. So it should be planned, it should be properly prepared using, for example, my tools, and then you can be really successful and have less stress.
Thank you very much. I believe those vital points hit the nail on the topic. And I I believe there are more to this topic, particularly
Yes.
cultural related issues.
It's just, you know,
business.
top of the iceberg. It's really very deep
Very deep.
water there.
Yeah.
But, hopefully the project will enable Africans and others from other parts of the world that would like to come to Europe and do business with Europeans to understand the cultural importance and dynamism and how to be able to synergize the differences. All right, Professor, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
My pleasure. And I expect African people, it would be my pleasure to help to
Oh, certainly.
provide tools on
Certainly. Under the silver and other business opportunities.
Sure.